Okay, now when we speak of recessions, what goes hand in hand with that is the job market. Hiring freezes and layoffs. AD, what are your thoughts on that, man? Because I mean, a lot of people out here, you're telling them to go out here and go and invest and practice group economics, but they think to themselves, "Nigga, I might have a job next week." So, what are your thoughts on that, man?
I would say a lot of what you need to do is more preventative. So if to be candid, if you're in survival mode, just hunker down and survive. This ain't for everybody, okay? Like seriously.
I'm with you.
So let's think about this. First of all, you got to understand this is a cycle. Mm-hmm. Second of all, if you understand that it's a cycle, then you understand how to play it. Mm-hmm. If you don't even understand this as a game and the common first-time home buyer, the common workers is war against the common worker because they played a mind game on us during COVID and said, hey, go live the free life. You can make all this money virtually, okay? You can work from the computer. Yep. Now all of us thinking, oh, well, this is what I deserve. And now Tesla's saying, hey, well, if y'all don't bring y'all ass back in this office, you gone. You see what I'm saying? So don't let people tell you it's time to quiet quit.
Oh, what are your thoughts on quiet quitting?
Man, if you need your goddamn job, you better keep that goddamn job. Don't play them games. We're about to see a lot of people that took the jab against their will to keep a job still get laid off, man.
I've already been seeing it happen.
You see what I'm saying? We're about to see a lot of people in these businesses say, you know what? We're not getting the same productivity level. And let's one more thing, these middle level managers in the job market, the people that are tasked to say, hey, all the worker bees, I'm not trying to say this in no kind of derogatory way, all the worker bees, you micromanage them and make sure their productivity level is at such that we're hitting our marks. Mm-hmm. Those are going to be a lot of the first ones to go because you're not doing anything productive to further the company. Mm-hmm. So now you're going to see a lot of them trying to show how important their job is. And so we're going to crack the whip and micromanage the hell out of them. You see what I'm saying? And now they're going to be looking at how long you really logged in. Ooh. They're going to really be looking at these time cards and all this stuff. So if you think you're going to quiet quit and play that game, it's about to get real. Now, if you're ready to make a move and you've been working on your side hustle or doing things, to benefit, then cool. But if you ain't, man, don't let them trick you out your job.
And what scares me right now, AD, is that a lot of times we had these conversations, but then I'm scared because when you came back in here, did we tell people that during this COVID pandemic time is the time to get your business together?
It was the time.
You see what I'm saying? That was the time.
Legitimate businesses.
Legitimate. Now, the issue is for me is during those couple years of the pandemic, everybody was sitting at the house, and that was the time to figure out a way to get that damn digital money.
Right.
You see what I'm saying?
Right.
And now they're forcing people to come back into work, and now you're looking like there might be some layoffs.
Yep.
So the long-ass 2-year vacation is coming to a damn end, but then it might go straight into rocky water because you might not have any money going into this doggone recession.
So, again, it was a game. It was a game. And the whole point of it is this recession was supposed to happen before this. COVID was supposed to be the knockout blow.
Ooh.
You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And see what happens. Ooh. And see what's happened is now we're gonna see who played during that 2-year break and who was actually about their business. Did you go learn how to options trade? We got people in our community. Shout out to the dude Aristotle. Shout out to Terry Igioma. They got these courses that will teach you from scratch how to learn how to option trade, how to learn how to pick stocks and just get paid dividends for them. You know, and I feel so bad. I feel a huge level of empathy because I understand what it takes to like make these huge jumps in your career, and it really starts from your mentality.
Yeah.
And a lot of times we don't understand that it's war against us. They have to, in order to keep this system going, this so-called middle class, we can't let too many of y'all escape.
Whew.
We need this worker bee level to stay here in order to keep the hive going. It's only one queen, right?
You know what's so crazy about that? Because that kind of brings me back to what me and Pretty Ken was talking about the other day, because he's of the same cloth of us that he feels like everybody should be a boss.
Right.
However, somebody pulled his coattail and said, hey man, everybody can't be a boss. But my whole thing is that, nigga, give it a try. Damn.
It's gonna be by choice or by force.
You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Because, I mean, you can work, but who wants to go to work and deal with abuse? Okay? Because I know people that go to work every day, they're dealing with mental abuse.
Yeah.
And that's not a way to live.
Yeah, it's not.
And it's not that difficult to be a boss. Everybody wants to act like, oh, you got to be doing the most to be a boss. No, you go find you a hustle online that works for you.
Yeah. Yeah.
Whether it be trading, whether it be content creation, whether it be middleman or something, or doing anything on Fiverr.
Right.
And boss up and make this money.
Yeah, because you can get social media, man, you can get direct to consumer.
Facts.
We know, and these are stats, that, you know, melanated people are the biggest consumers. Everything that they make is really catered to us.
Facts.
Expecting us to consume it. Predictive behavior. They don't just create crises and predictive behavior. They create products. You know, it's they study marketing to a level where they study us and our habits, our habitualness to a level that we can't even fathom. And I think that's the part we don't understand. Guess what? If you're savvy enough and you know the recession is coming, you can create a business around what the problem is going to be. What's the problem that's coming? Okay, what's the solution for it? Create that business. Or if everybody's making T-shirts, don't create another T-shirt line. How about distribution of it? You see what I'm saying? How about some other parts of that streamlined process? You pick that part and say, hey, you know, let me be one of the few melanated people in that vein. You see what I'm saying?
I mean, it's funny that you say what you said, because during COVID, I was thinking that we were heading back into a depression or a recession at that time. And one of the first things that came in my mind was to Google what businesses thrived in the Great Depression. Yep. Okay, what was it that people were doing? What kind of businesses successful during those times? And once you figure out what those businesses are too as well, you do that. Yep. Now, back to the quiet quitting thing. Now, the problem is that they don't put a label on it.
I know.
But I don't know if these folks call it quiet quitting or they just said we're being sorry as hell.
Well, it is. I mean, but the thing about it is,
and they want to dare you.
The issue is, it's the attention, man.
Okay.
So you do that, but why would you tip your hand and beat your chest and say you gonna do it?
You quiet quitting.
Quietly, just do the bare, do enough to keep your goddamn job.
Exactly.
But
in this recession, you gonna do enough to keep your job, and your ass gonna get fired.
No, you're gonna get fired.
And then the person that's doing the most is gonna get your job and 5 other jobs and no increase in pay. Actually, they're gonna get a decrease in pay, and they're gonna work the shit out of their ass.
That's the other side of the game. So all of my overproducers, overperformers, the subject matter experts in these companies, when they go down from 10 people in your division to 3, it's not going to be nobody hired to backfill. You're going to be doing a lot of goddamn work.
For my overproducers, if you know that you can overproduce and overachieve, you need to apply that work ethic towards being a boss, okay? Because all of that information that you got in your mind is worth money, and you can consult or you can crank up your own situation with those skills. And I just had to sit there right there. I just needed to let them know.
I second that.